And for tracking storms overnight tonight, I'll let you know that exact timeline when I come back.
It is in the waves, and you just can't see. No matter what you're looking for, it's hard to see.
So
anything.
lucky.
Yeah, so very lucky.
Right?
Yeah, I know off the coast of Florida they're dealing with some weather right now, potentially some tropical development. I know, hurricane season just started.
Just started.
Yeah.
Literally just started.
We're expecting some wet weather ourselves.
Yes, we are, and that has already started for the first half of the day as we saw a couple of showers and thunderstorms move their way from the hill country closer to town here. Now, there has been some rain around, but nothing severe, so that is good news. We do still have a lot of clouds out there right now. Temperatures are in the lower 80s, and usually as we kind of head into noon here, most days if we're seeing sunshine, we're seeing mid 80s to even upper 80s by this time in the day. So I do think these clouds are going to help keep us a little bit cooler as we shift into our Tuesday here. So we're at 81 for Austin, most of the I-35 corridor in those lower 80s, and we've even got the 70s out towards the west end of the map. That's the area that saw most of our rain as we headed through this morning. Now all of that has pretty much dissipated. You can see up towards Burnett County, just a couple of showers over that way, but most of that region from Llano to Fredericksburg all the way out to Mason is now dry, but we also have some other areas of rainfall to watch. We've got some scattered thunderstorms, a couple instances of lightning. You can see that down to the south of LaGrange there, but very spotty, hit or miss as we kind of shift into the next couple of hours for the coastal plains there. And the I-35 corridor is pretty dry for the moment, just really noting those clouds overhead. Now for the state of Texas, we are the only people seeing a lot of rainfall right now, or the potential for some rainfall. Up towards Dallas, a few spots and sprinkles that way, and then down towards Corpus Christi, they're mostly seeing that scattered activity as well as some dense cloud cover too. So our next 6 hours as we head into this afternoon, we are expected to clear up a little bit, and that could help our temperatures, rebound into the lower 90s for some of us, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to have enough time to really get to that 93 marker. I think we're likely going to be down towards 89 or near 90 degrees for this afternoon. Now our hourly rain chances, of course, we're anticipating additional showers and thunderstorms as we head into the night tonight. So we'll have some very minor chances as we head through about 2 to 6 p.m. and then overnight tonight we are going to watch those 20% chances rise up to about a 40 to 50% chance for some regions in our area. So again, by this afternoon we're seeing some clearer skies out there. That's going to help temperatures warm. It's going to be very sticky and humid out there this afternoon. By 2 a.m. we're watching areas of the hill country as a cold front is expected to approach our area and send some showers and thunderstorms our way. Now out towards the hill country, we are expecting the approach of those showers and thunderstorms to be a little bit more intense, potentially even severe. So we'll be watching those areas pretty intently. Again, this is going to be pretty much overnight activity. So into our very early Wednesday is when you need to be on alert. So have a way to get those alerts. Again, hill country, I-35 corridor is mostly what we're watching for wind and maybe the potential for some large hail too. All right, 7-day forecast as we head into the next couple of days, be expecting those off and on rain chances. And then as we head towards the end of the week here, we've got 99 to 100 degrees Saturday and Sunday, so very hot and also pretty hazy. We are expecting some Saharan dust to make it to our area by Saturday. Good morning and welcome back. 11:29 is your time. So as we shift into the day today, you probably noticed when you woke up that it's a bit cloudy out there and even rainy for some of us. This is mostly affecting Austin and central Texas here. We've got some clouds moving over towards Corpus Christi and then also a couple of scattered showers up towards the Dallas area as we shift into noon today. Now a closer look at our radar. We did have some more significant showers and thunderstorms moving in from the hill country just a bit ago, but those have since really weakened and we're looking at very dry conditions from the hill country to the I-35 corridor. It's mostly the coastal plains that we're watching for scattered storm activity as we kind of shift into the next hour or so. But as we head into the afternoon, we are expected to see much more sunshine, get a little bit warmer out there, and of course pretty humid. Now talking about hot and humid and rainy conditions, we have our first tropical outlook issued of the season. Now this is far far and away from Texas, has nothing to do with Texas. This is a disturbance that's right off the south and east coast of South Florida there, and expected to make its way up to the north, maybe affecting the coastal Carolinas region. Only a 10% chance of development over the next 2 to 7 days, so we're not thinking that this is really going to organize very quickly or anything like that. Probably going to be just something that has some tropical characteristics over the next couple of days. And speaking of tropical characteristics, we are tracking some Saharan dust, which could make for some hot and hazy conditions come this weekend. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. And of course, I mentioned hot. It is going to be hot this weekend. We'll have that temperature breakdown in just a few minutes.
That water looks refreshing.
I haven't seen that before. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, we are expecting some more rain. We even saw a little bit earlier this morning, and even right now, a couple of us seeing some rainfall right now. But this is the non-severe kind. What we're expecting with the rumbles of thunder and the hail and the wind is going to be overnight tonight. So we are seeing a little break of blue sky downtown Austin. You can see that right there. But we also have a lot of clouds around at the moment. We are expecting to see some clearing as we head into the afternoon today, but I don't think that's going to help temperatures out too much. We're sitting in the lower 80s closer to the metro right now, but out towards the hill country, we're seeing 70s on the map, which will eventually warm up, but those 70s are about 10 to even 15 degrees cooler than where they were at this time yesterday. So a bit of a cool start for some of us, and of course a little bit of a wet start. So we did see some showers and thunderstorms make their way into the hill country a little bit ago, but have since dissipated, and we're more so looking at some scattered showers and thunderstorms over towards the coastal plains right now, which are sort of on their way out. They've got a general northeast movement and are moving pretty fast at that as well. So what we are honing in on as for showers and thunderstorms, the potential for severe weather that is going to be overnight tonight out towards our hill country areas, and then eventually weakening as it makes its way across the I-35 corridor and then goes down towards the San Antonio area. So shifting through the afternoon, we're going to see some warmer temperatures. Of course, about 90 to 91 is what I'm going for this afternoon. I don't think we're going to see too much more warming, not up to 95 or 96 or anything like that. And then as we shift overnight tonight, it's going to be previously, very hot and humid for the afternoon. And then as we head overnight tonight, 2 a.m., we'll start to watch those areas of the north and western hill country there for those showers and storms to make their way through. Now, we are expecting more intensity out towards the hill country areas, but of course, we also have the chance for rain and maybe some rumbles of thunder with that closer to the I-35 corridor, and it looks like our coastal plains regions will also get another shot at some rainfall overnight tonight. Now, with this cold front, yes, it is going to be cooling us down into the upper 80s and even low 90s for today and tomorrow, but you'll see that temperatures are really ramping up as we head towards the end of the week here. We do have high pressure and a lot of high pressure making its way towards our region as we head into the late week as well as the weekend here. And another thing we have to watch for is with that high pressure, we're going to heat things up. And then also this weekend, we're tracking plume of Saharan dust to move towards our area. So it's going to be hot and very dry out there and potentially very hazy as well. We also have our first tropical outlook of our hurricane season here. This is not affecting anything close to Texas here. It's mostly going to be off to the south and east of the Florida coast there. 10% chance of development over the next 2 to 7 days. So not really expecting much out of that. All right, the next 7 days, of course, we do have that chance for rain late this evening into overnight, early Wednesday morning as well. Eventually that goes away, that unsettled weather pattern, and we get into a more stable weather pattern. However, temperatures are going to take a rise as we head towards this next weekend. Be expecting those hot and even hazy conditions Saturday and Sunday.